Good morning. This is Stephen of Stephen's Life. Well, I've been looking recently here in Clovis and Portales area for an automobile. And I've been looking up NADA Blue Book. Now, what is NADA Blue Book? Well, what it is it's a car guide that shows you what vehicles are worth from what's a people's perspective, including for car dealers, what our vehicles are worth for the prices what you should be willing to pay for something that is in good shape, good mechanical equipment, and what they call average condition. Most vehicles in America, when you buy from a car dealer, you have to be expected to pay what's considered retail or clean retail, because that's what dealers try to do. Car dealers are not honest. If they think they're honest, they are not honest around here. I looked on a vehicle through Facebook the other day, and car dealers go on Facebook through a lot of programs here in the Clovis, Portales, New Mexico area for vehicles. And I'll tell you right now, if you see a car that is priced a little high, or whatever the case is, make sure that it complies with NADA Blue Book. Do not buy a car for what the dealer says wants to sell it for, the whole 9 yards. Make sure you are not getting screwed. Car dealers have a tendency to be crooked, especially the little ones, the small business ones. In my opinion, do not buy a car with high mileage. What is considered high mileage nowadays? Well, in my opinion, high mileage is anything over 100,000 miles. I was raised as a child, and my father was a car dealer, not normally, but he sold automobiles during the 70s and 80s and early 90s, and he also was a doctor. And my father used to tell me that if you want to buy a car, you can buy it at what they call wholesale price, which means is a vehicle that normally would be sold retail, but the dealer doesn't want to repair it. Now, wholesale price. What is wholesale price? Wholesale price for an automobile is, like I said, something that a car dealer would not normally want to sell onto the retail market. Either something's wrong with it, or they don't like it the way it looks. Now, what can you buy a car at wholesale price as? Well, look under NADA Blue Book. I was looking at a car the other day, and it was a Ford Escort. And that Escorts are considered to be very good cars, especially if you're wanting to buy one that's at a reasonable price. Now, clean retail for a Ford Escort, a 2002 Ford Escort four-door sedan, is worth, with an automatic transmission and air, power windows, and everything else of nature, is worth about $2,000 retail. And this one car dealer wanted almost $4,000 for this car. Now, I can't mention the car dealer's name, but I don't believe in getting taken advantage and getting screwed. Because of that factor, I went to the car dealer and I said, here, I'd like to buy a car. He said, well, good, we'll be willing to sell you up on payments. I said, I'd be willing to go payments, but I want to buy the vehicle at a reasonable rate. The guy says, well, what's the reasonable rate? And I said, well, here's NADA Blue Book, and here's what it says it's worth clean retail. And they had this particular car. And he said, well, we can't sell it like that. I said, well, why not? The NADA Blue Book says you should be able to sell it at a reasonable rate. And payments should not be too much higher than the car by about $300 to $500 higher on top of that. And they weren't willing to sell me the car like that. I said, well, what you're doing is wrong. I said, I went down and I looked at the vehicle, I drove the vehicle, and the whole 9 yards. And I'm going to tell you, if you can't buy a car at a reasonable rate, don't buy a car from that dealer. Car dealers today feel that they can't make at least $1,000 to $2,000 a car are crooks. I feel that car dealers should be honest and sincere. Don't buy a car from any car dealer that is not honest with NADA Blue Book sales. Car dealers sell cars with 120, 130,000 miles, and I'll tell you right now, it's not worth it. I remember a time when you could buy a good low mileage car in good condition on payments for less than what a little bit less than what the retail's worth. I would suggest if you're going to buy yourself a decent car that you look at what NADA Blue Book says. Do not just take the dealer's idea what it's worth. A car with 250,000 miles is not worth buying. A car with 200,000 miles is not worth being overcharged for it. A car with 150,000 miles is not worth it. I'm 51 years of age. I'm not going to be taken advantage of. I'm not going to be screwed over by a car dealer. You know, my suggestion is this. If you want to be able to buy a car and you want to make payments, I would suggest that you save your money, stick it in the bank, and put your money away until you can afford to buy something that's reasonable. This is Steven's Life. Y'all have a good day.